Hello, this is Jason Payne for Coldwell Banker Dan Harper Realtors. Today is the very first episode of a segment I'm calling Realtor Rides. I've got a GoPro on my helmet, and my goal is to give an personal view of the subdivisions featured in the greater San Antonio area, to include Schertz Cibolo. What better subdivision to start with than the Crossvine subdivisions in Schertz, Texas. This is what I'll be riding, my 2019 Versys 650 by Kawasaki. There's my helmet with my GoPro 8 on it. Let's go for a ride, a Realtor ride. All right, like I mentioned, we're gonna start off with the closest elementary school, which is Rose Garden Elementary on 1518. Let's go get a closer look of it. Now, I believe as of 2020, this school is only 3, possibly 4 years old. So if your kids are going here, they are going to a brand new state-of-the-art school in one of the best school districts in the area, the Schertz Cibolo ISD. It's a big drop off and pickup line there. I highly recommend you looking up online, looking at school ratings. Do your research, folks, before you move. But this does give you an idea of what if your kids went to if you got a place in Crossvine, this is what your school would look like. We are right in the same area as Randolph Air Force Base. Look at the playground there, or at least the tops of it. All right, bye-bye, Rose Garden Elementary. All right, this is FM 1518. It connects from Highway 78, which is not much of a highway. It's the road that goes right in front of Randolph Air Force Base, all the way down to I-10. And just give you a heads up, TxDOT does plan to expand this road in the future, because this is going to be a nice connector for the region, connecting Schertz Cibolo to I-10 and everything else that goes down there. That school, my friends, there is not a high school. That is Corbett Middle School or Corbett Junior High. I forget what the actual name is, but I know it's Corbett, and it's actually only 4 years old, I believe, as of 2020, whenever you're looking at this video. Alright, we're coming up on Lower Seguin Road. The significance of that is, if you were stationed at Randolph, that road there goes right to the back gate. So if you're worried about your commute time to and from work, you won't have to worry about it if you're living in the Crossvine subdivision. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Crossvine subdivision right here. Alright, there's a couple of things that make this subdivision a little unique than other subdivisions. If you've seen my videos of the model homes, I've talked about this a lot, is the back fences. This is the model home for William Lyon. Really good builder. Check out my video tour of this model. Looks like Scott Felder is busy today. That is the other major builder in this subdivision. So there's some happy new or possible clients for Scott Felder. But I've done a video tour on that model home as well. Make sure you look it up. Well, okay, back to these fences here. It's not for everybody, but Crossvine's built this community with the plan of bringing everyone outside. They didn't want this community to be just like every grid community. They wanted to get everybody to know their neighbors, bringing them outside, having their fences down so you have people like this nice family here riding their bikes. And they have all these little mini parks. It's really kind of cute. You saw these people riding the trails. They trails all over this place, really intertwines. These nice little ponds that do have fish in them. And the back sides of all these houses, as you can see right there, has the same finishes as the front sides, because like I said, if you're going to see the back of the house, don't make it look all plain and boring like other builders do. But it's not specific to the builder that's built here. All the builders have to comply with the Crossvine standards before they're allowed to build here. This here is the pool and the community center. Let me go get out and do a little more, well, let me get this roundabout here. Now, I've taken pictures of this in my other video, so maybe I don't need to get off my bike and do a walk around. But that is a really nice pool. And if you look straight ahead right now, you can see, like, off in the woods, there's a really nice park back there. This park actually connects. It's a city park, but it's all involved, and it connects the other side of Crossvine, because Pulte also builds in here, but they build back off in that section there. But you have the trails, and they all are connecting, and you could almost see, let's see if I can get up and see where this pond's at. Let's see if I can stand up on my bike and you can see where this pond's at. Okay, you got a nice little pond back there that has a lot of fish in it. What you're showing right there is a little amphitheater where they do have concerts and shows and stuff out here with the kids. They do have an on-site event planner that is constantly coming up with different little events, trying to get people out of their homes and to get to know each other. Because really, the more you know your neighbors, the better. Because of the proximity to Randolph Air Force Base, this is a very popular spot for military and retired military. Let's go back over here. This community they're just getting ready to open up, I believe, phase 4. So there's still plenty of homes to be able to buy here. There's a little look at the pond there. Just beautiful. I always get a kick out of people from like California, New York. They're what they think Texas looks like, and they get down here and like, wow, this isn't the desert like you see in the movies. I'm like, yeah, Hollywood kind of depicts Texas as some backwoods hillbilly things, but I'm like, no, Texas isn't backwoods, and we're not hillbillies, we're Texans. And we are not filled with tumbleweeds and deserts. West Texas is, but we are not. This is central South Texas, and we actually have green grass and trees and rivers and lakes, everything you want. So as you can see, this is the other sections that are getting ready to open. So there's construction going on. But they have plans to build even some garden homes back here. So if you're wanting a lifestyle where you're not having to worry about your yard at all, the HOA, if in the future, garden home will take care of your lawns, and really nice. But this area here is still growing. Let me come out of the community and show you another school that's right here. This is a school my wife actually teaches at, and my daughter goes to school here. It is not a public school, but it's still a free school. It is a charter school. So you have to go look it up online and apply to try to get in it. There it is, the Founders Classical Academy. Their goal is to teach a little bit more of the old school ways of natural consequences, big things on the founding fathers and the history of our country, instead of just glossing over all that, and trying to teach the kids values. And my wife absolutely loves teaching here, and my daughter really likes teaching here. This school's not for everybody. I know in, I believe, 5th grade they start teaching them Latin. So because in their opinion, that gives you a really nice foundation in how everything is built on. But yeah, the teachers, they will hold your kids accountable. If you don't do your homework, you don't get a second shot at it. They'll give you a 0, and that's it. That means your kids got to work a lot harder to get their grades back up. It's not like the public schools where they're like, oh, okay, we'll just bring it back in and we'll try to get you to do it tomorrow. I was like, nope. You don't do it, you get one shot at it, because, and really, that's what life's about. You got to put your best foot forward the first time. We're not going to let you keep redoing it over and over and over again and eventually just passing you on. So that's kind of how I'm raising my child. But and I'm glad we got her in the school. She's starting 2nd grade this year. All right, let's get on with the tour. Like I said, Crossvine Phase 4 now open, featuring David Weekley, Scott Felder, and Pulte Homes. Let's go down here. Let's see if I can get myself lost back in this subdivision. And you notice the roads itself, they're not the same boring grid. They got all these roads being nice and curvy, trying to just keep your attention up so it's not boring. One of those little mini parks they have sprinkled all over the place. I have a feeling I'm going to backtrack. Lots and lots of cul-de-sacs in here, and that's intentional. Everybody does a real good job keeping up their lawn. And the home prices in this subdivision will go from probably low to mid 3s up into the 5s. I mean, they got some pretty good sized houses they can build for you here if you want to build on your building from dirt. Yep, no way else out. I got to backtrack. Well, right now, as of May 2020, with Texas recovering from this coronavirus things, man, interest rates are so cheap, and builders have just some crazy incentives. I think I got an email from Scott Felder saying that right now they are offering up to $10,000 of closing cost incentives. I mean, that's insane when you look at the being able to get, I don't know what that is, some type of little community area. Being able to get interest rates at or below 3% with no money down, because, well, if you're using a VA loan, and people don't realize that when you do a VA loan, you still have closing costs, and but that $10,000 will pretty much mean you have no closing cost. Speaking of which, if you're looking for a realtor, I do have a military rebate that I go to send to all military. These homes, if you use me as your realtor, I'll pay, I believe, $1,200 in $1,250. Sorry, get my tongue twisted sometimes. But that goes to you. Even if the builder pays all your closing costs, which has happened twice this month, instead of me contributing to closing costs, I'm having to come with a check because the builder covered all the closing costs. Now, as we come up here, Crossvine's kind of enveloped one little subdivision, which we're going to cross through. It's a little bit older, not really older, but Crossvine just kind of evolved around it. They still get access to all the amenities, but that's why it's kind of grittish compared to the other sections of it. Alright, back to Lower Seguin Road. Like I mentioned, if you were if you were living here and stationed at Randolph, this would be your way to work. Now, if Scott Felder and David Weekley are a little out of your price range, then we have the Pulte homes right around the corner here, which I have done a video tour of the Pulte homes, which are very nice homes. Like I said, we are still in the Crossvine subdivision. There's the model home for Pulte. And I believe all of these houses here are built by Pulte. So you can see they're still nice, and they still have to do the same back end fancy dancy stuff on the back side of it. So if you're watching this video because you've got orders to Randolph, if you don't already have a realtor in mind, I would love to be able to help you out. I do specialize in helping people relocate to the greater San Antonio area, to include Schertz and Cibolo. Remember that park I showed you earlier? This is the other side of it. So Crossvine does plan to build like a bike riding bridge or something to connect the two, easy access to all parts of the community there. Another little mini playground park. Alright, let's see if I can figure out my way out of here. Hey, another little girl learning to ride her bike. My little girl just did that. Very proud of her. Alright, like I was saying, because it's such a military base area, you might be looking at this on YouTube because you've got orders to Randolph Air Force Base. I want you to see just what your very, very short commute to the back gate of the base would look like. And then I'll wrap this video up. So bear with me, we are almost done. And please, please, please look at my other videos that feature the Scott Felder, David Weekley, and Pulte model homes in this community. Alright, back on Lower Seguin Road. And ladies and gentlemen, there is the backside of Randolph Air Force Base. So yes, you will be hearing the sounds of freedom flying during the day, but they do not fly at night, so that's a good thing. And we do not have F-16s here, so they will not be rattling your windows as they take off and land. God, I love living in Texas. And if you're living in a state like California, Michigan, New York, and just fed up with the places you're living in and trying to get a new option, please just give me a phone call or a text. I'm happy to do these video tours of all different parts of the greater San Antonio area. Yes, we have cows in Texas still. And I can help you with your relocating process. I've got several people I'm helping right now. And here we are already to the back gate. It's closed because it's Sunday on Memorial Day weekend. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up this tour of the community if you're living in Crossvine in Schertz, Texas. Make sure you like and subscribe, and my information is going to be following this video. Take care and have a wonderful day. Real quick, just to give you a heads up, I got Randolph Air Force Base right behind me, this back gate. Just down this road is Highway 1604, so you've got really easy access to Highway 1604 as well. All right, that'll wrap it up, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.